Hey Libra, welcome to your September 2018 general horoscope reading. So, I'm just feeling a little bizarrely weird, I guess, today, but I guess that's most days too. Whatever. I can be like weird and silly with you guys. Y'all are social bugs. I'm a social bug. You know, it happens. So Libra, drop me a comment below. Let me know how you're feeling. You know, what is going on in that mind of yours? How was last month? The eclipse season, you know, because September here is going to be so much more kind to us. Seriously, Libra, it's like September looks really good. There's so much going on in the astrology, so I'm excited to get into it with you. But yeah, just drop me a comment. Let me know how you doing. And then also, Libra, I do want to share with you, some of you have asked how you can further connect with me. You can totally connect with me on Instagram at joshua.lionlight. I share some other information and tips there. So yeah, you know, it's another fun way to just share information and bounce off of each other. So, getting into the astrology. Wow, so let's start with the 9th of September. The 9th will be the Virgo new moon. Venus will also move into Scorpio this day. So, you know, it's a new moon in the sign of Virgo. Virgo, collectively for all of us, likes to speak about our daily routines, you know, morning rituals, evening rituals. What are we doing there? And what are we doing there that, especially with the new moon, what new sort of habits and routines should we incorporate? Should we adjust? You know, what little fine-tuning details do we need to do with those routines? Your food, eating habits and stuff, maybe looking at that a bit more as well. Also, you know, your mental activities. Just your mental activities, how you are stimulating your mind that, you know, morning and evening with your routine. Because Virgo is ruled by Mercury, so a lot of interesting stuff going on with that new moon. And then one of my favorite days of the month, Libra, is the 11th. We're in an 11 universal year. It's already a powerful number and synchronicity lined up, but man, it's beautiful because the sun will be sextiling Jupiter. The sun will also be trining Pluto. And wow, such positive, like this energy spells out financial, career, rewards, and breakthroughs. Bottom line. I mean, shoot. And then even changes that have to do with self-worth, how you are valuing yourself even. All those kind of changes and breakthroughs in those areas can flow with so much more ease and, you know, just less resistance. Less resistance and turbulation from others, from even yourself, you know, so it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And then also on the 15th and 16th, it's similar energy, but it's between Mercury. Mercury will be trining Pluto. Then Mercury will sextile Jupiter. And so this energy is going to be a little bit more focused on big inspirations in the way of your writing, of your speaking, how you're just communicating. You might get, you know, quite a beautiful and powerful spiritual message that day. Or just some really encouraging sort of words and affirmation from someone this day that just lightens you up, you know. It's beautiful. Pay attention to that time frame. And then a few days later on the 20th, we have the Sun conjunct Mercury, which is so powerful. It's going to be about, you know, how are your words truly transforming your world right now? And are your words producing value? Your words can be gold at this time. Can turn into golden opportunities, can turn, you know, connections and relationships into just golden sort of synchronistic, oh, I'm struggling with the cards here. Golden synchronistic connection with others. You know, it's just a beautiful time to utilize the spoken and written word. You know, so then on the following 2 days later, on the 22nd, we have the fall equinox power day. Beautiful fall, woohoo, harvest season. And that would be your season, Libra. So, you know, no wonder your month is looking so freaking beautiful so far. I can't wait to show you the cards that are popping up. You know, the fall equinox come in like, woohoo, you are being lit up. And then on the 24th of September will be the full moon in Aries, which is your polar opposite sign. So, you know, your creativity can be really spiked during this time, but specifically for you, Libra, at this time, it can be very much relationships, partnership. You know, if you're married, if you're committed to someone, that is going to be heavily lit up at this time. You're gonna, you know, people can show up in very real ways. Anything that has to do with intimate partnership and marriage and relationships, that kind of stuff, your love department, and even contracts that have to do with other people. So pay attention to that Aries full moon. You know, that's an exciting one for you, for sure. Ooh, I like what is showing up for you, Libras. Okay. All right, so I think I've discussed all the highlights in the astrology for you here. Let's take it down. All right, Libra, take a gander here, and I'm going to get you some rune stones. Scooch this over just a hair. Libra for September. Alright, 4 rune stones for you. Here we go. Right. I don't know why I'm humming and singing. I guess it's just what we do, right? It's just what we do whenever we talk to each other, Libra. We keep it light and sunny. No wonder I'm feeling all hip, happy, and sing-songy. Because you have the sun, and then you have strength at the bottom of the deck, the Leo card. Well. So, Libra, right off the bat here, many of you, it looks like, have been starting some new projects, maybe starting a new job, thinking about, you know, feeling inspired to go on some sort of new journey, whether it's a new journey with your career or simply a trip, you know, sort of inspiring sort of vacation that you've been wanting to take. Perhaps the mountains have been calling to you. Perhaps, you know, the desert lands or something has been calling to you, and you've really seriously been feeling that fiery sort of passion to do that thing or to go to that place. I'm getting that here with the Page of Wands here in your recent past. So, you know, all that has been going on here in your head, and I feel like with the sun showing right up at the center of your reading, Libra, the sun is smiling upon you. Now is the time, if you've been thinking about that trip or whatever, to really, you know, make it happen. Go for it. If it's really firing you up and igniting you, your passion, stimulating you, if you feel like it's going to stimulate you and bring you this further inspiration and creativity that the sun does do, that's going to give you this life sort of giving force, this life-giving force is behind it, then do it. Now is the time. You know, this stuff can really show up and help manifest for you. Help, you know, the money, the prosperity, the means of making it happen here, Libra, is powerful, is strong. And my goodness, like, all right, so here, I haven't even looked at the runes quite yet on the other side, Libra, but looking at, look. So we have Buraq that is on the far side, close to the Page of Wands down there. And so Buraq is that rune of starting that new project, starting that new creative idea, putting it into action, you know, getting those plane tickets, those saving up the funds, you know, making plans, taking that time off, making, you know, it's real. It's real. Now is the time. And, you know, also again with the sun, you know, Buraq is saying, yes, now is the time to breathe new life into it, Libra. If you've been thinking about breathing in some new life to a story you're creating, to something you're building in regards to your work, you know, if you're doing architectural design, if you're wanting to create a new product or service, now is the time. Now is the time. The sun is smiling upon you, and my goodness, Libra, when it comes to some areas of love and relationships, look what you have going on down here. The Ace of Cups. Wow, you know, this is about showering yourself with some self-love and that appreciation, appreciating yourself, appreciating, you know, your own sort of ideas and creative power here. And when you do that, you know, it creates this wave of happiness and of good feelings, and it raises your vibration, Libra. It attracts others to you, and that is what is happening. You know, it starts from the inside. You have Wunjo here, which is all about here, September, giving you the happiness, the joy, that kind of light, sunny, happy energy to ignite you, to get you going. You know, Wunjo is one of my favorite runes. It's all about joy and happiness and success, and it's up right here for you. But it starts at an inner level, feeling that on the inside first. You know, this reflecting into some quiet, the devil here to me is ringing as very sexual energy. So meeting someone who has really got you sexually charged, Libra. This is also the Capricorn card. You know, some of you are dealing with a Capricorn, Libra, but the sexuality between whether it's Capricorn or someone else here coming into the picture, I mean, look at these two together. This is sensual. This is love making. And this is also, I'm getting, especially with the sun being at the center, this is having some fun. Some sensual sort of fun. Spicing things up a little bit. Lightening it up in the bedroom for some of you Libras. And that is perfectly a-okay. I mean, that is a big part of life. We don't really talk about that actually much in our society. But sex, sexual stimulation, pleasure is a big, big part of our life. It is literally a life-giving force of our life, okay? So take care of those needs this month and do spice it up. Do have fun. Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. And I'm getting here, so you have Jera close to the top here. Jera is a rune of harvest, is a rune of togetherness as well. And then you have Ansuz here, which very specifically came out sideways. And so like there's almost, I'm getting a little bit of suppression. Some of you Libras might be, especially at the beginning of the month, sort of suppressing your expression, suppressing your joy a little bit. And why are you doing that? Why are you doing that, Libra? Don't suppress your expression of joy, your star power. Don't suppress that. It needs to be seen, and it will be seen and recognized if you allow it to, because my goodness, look at what happens at the top here. 6 of Wands. So, wow, you know, some of you are really gaining the attention of a particular person when it comes to a sexual, intimate relationship. And then business-wise, though, some of you, you might be getting both, you know, an increase in followers and some supporters with your creative business, but also that sexual sort of relationship. It's very well showing up that you Libras could be getting both here in September, especially towards the end of September when the energy starts to really shift and you have that Aries full moon that's affecting your partnership house like we talked about. And then look, at the bottom of the deck, Strength, the Leo card, okay? This is about also really getting, I'm getting the message, getting your needs met. And, you know, I have it sitting above the Devil card here too. So, you know, getting some of your intimate, sexual, love-making sort of needs met. And finding someone who you want to share that, for those of you who are single, finding someone you want to share that kind of intimacy, that kind of love with. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Yeah, oh, the Leo energy is strong, because look what's underneath. We have the King of Wands. I had to take a peek. King of Wands, look at the lions above his throne. You have, some of you have a Leo that's showing up strongly for you too. And I feel like Libra, a lot of the times y'all do get entangled with Leos. But there is a Capricorn who's showing up here for some of you as well. But a very sensual energy. My goodness. And there's something here really being asked of you. This will resonate with each of you on a different level, depending where you're at with your journey here. But sharing your message. There's like the start or middle sort of middle ground of developing or really putting out and sharing your message to where it's really starting to gain sort of full recognition here in September. So I feel like, you know, by next month, by your month, your season in October, whatever message it is that you have to share here in a big way, you know, regarding your work, regarding your expression, it's gonna pay off really big, you know, and you're being encouraged though to start sharing here in September. And it might really just be sharing how you feel, how you really feel here with the Ace of Cups, how that other person brings out, you know, those emotions in you. Expressing that to the other person. And like I said, the devil energy here really is just simply ringing across as sexual. Sexual games and fun. I mean, look at these two beside each other. You know, this is like, woo! You Libras are just, your libido is spiked, I guess. So that's fine, that's cool. But, wow, a lot of shiny, prosperous energy in the way of, you know, the stuff that you have been feeling inspired to do, inspired to go on. And look, you know, back to that trip that we talked about, those of you wanting to go on a trip, you have this man with the Six of Wands here on a horse in an environment with some very excitable, friendly people. So this is also, you know, a lot of you Libras could be traveling. You could be meeting someone who you feel really connected to through travel, you know, through a new place, new experience there. So by all means, go on that trip. So my. Beautiful stuff, Libra. And that concludes the reading here. Now the extended reading, you know, we're going to go over some other days. There's just so much astrologically going on here. So I'll go over some other days that have more specific things happening in them. And we'll discuss those. We'll get your animal spirit. You'll get to pick between 3 animal spirit cards. And then we'll go over what your animal spirit message is for the month. And yeah, we'll just get a little more in depth. So that extended video link is below, of course, in the descriptions box. And if any of you want to do a one-on-one personal reading with me, you want to look at a personal relationship or experience that you have going on here, then by all means, email me, get in touch with me through my Etsy, whatever, so we can delve into what it is for you specifically that is showing up and that you're being encouraged to do. But I love what I see in general here, what's going on for you Libras this month. You know, no wonder. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. You know, the sun is going into your sign at the end of the month, and look, you got the sun, you know, smiling upon you. If you don't remember anything else from this reading, just remember this. So Libras, have a fantastic month, and I will see you in the next video to ta very soon. Oh, and happy birthday. Happy birthday to many of you who have the early September birthdays. Haha. See ya.